Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Anybody that's new to the channel, my name is Chris, and in this video we're going to talk about another up-and-coming EV company that's going to be merging via SPAC stock that will start trading publicly on the market. Now this company has a huge footprint in Europe, but now they're trying to have a bigger grip hold in North America where the cash grows, if you know what I mean. Now this company is called EVBox. They are another EV charging station company that has so much potential, and they're trying to do so many great things and still has a lot of room for growth. So in this video I want to give you guys the most up-to-date information about this SPAC merger, what this means for this company, and whether or not this company is a must-buy right now. So I'm going to try to give you guys the most up-to-date information about all this. So if you guys do appreciate all the information I'm going to give you or kind of like the video, please remember you hit the thumbs up button. It really helps me out. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. It was confirmed that EVBox will be merging with a SPAC company called TPG Pace Financial Corp, ticker symbol TPGY. Right now, this company is trading at $25.76. The moment this merger was announced, this company was trading around $11.02, and you can see it had substantial growth. Why? Because EVBox has so many attractions to a lot of different investors and analysts. Okay, so let's take a quick peek at EVBox's little website. You can see it has flexible EV charging solutions for businesses and homes. It's an EV charging station company, guys. But now this company is very different from companies like ChargePoint or Blink, okay? So these are the products and the services that they offer. The EVBox Icon, that supposedly is going to meet the future of EV charging. The EVBox Trokin, which is the new DC fast charging station. And the EVBox LV, which is the residential EV charging stations that are designed for all single and multi-family unit homes. All right, but now here's the most interesting part that I found very appealing is their stats. They supply to over 70 different countries that are powered by EVBox. They have over 200,000 EVBox charging point stations, okay? So now this company already off the bat has more charging stations than a lot of these other EV charging stations. Remember, this company is more based in Europe, where Europe has higher demand for EV charging stations and EV vehicles. Okay, so now this company has a huge footprint in Europe, and again, they're trying to migrate to North America to get more exposure and to get everything growing. They've planted over 100,000 trees. Fun fact about this, guys, EVBox, when they passed their 100,000th installation of their charging stations, they promised that every single one after that, they will plant one tree. So they have over 200,000, the EVBox charging stations, so they have over 100,000 planted trees, which is a good thing for the environment, so this company's, trying to push, better atmosphere, better environment. They have over 5,000 fast charging stations globally. Okay, so out of all these numbers that I've seen, I kind of see these numbers to be way bigger and better than other companies I've seen like ChargePoint or Blink. Like this company has more charging stations, and a bigger footprint than all these other ones. So that's a pretty good thing for me. All right, so one of the big things that how I kind of found out about this company was when Mr. Jim Cramer was talking about this company. Now, I'm not always saying to buy stocks because an investor says or because of an analyst say. You should always do your own due diligence. But when I saw this section about Jim Cramer's talking about EVBox, I did my own due diligence and I fell in love with the company. In this specific article, he's talking about 3 different SPAC EV companies that are going to be merging into the market. EVgo, EVBox, and ChargePoint. And he's not talking about the differences between the 3, but he's also talking about the potential that EVBox has over the other 2. He's saying that you could start building a position right now at $24. But in order to get into the company, you have to buy the SPAC company TPG Pace Financial Corp. Now he's also talking about how he feels that because EVBox is in the European side, where the demand for charge points and charging stations are higher, they're going to have a good footprint and a good solidification once they go more in depth into North America. Now that Joe Biden is president, Joe Biden might be pushing more charging stations because there's a rumor that he's going to be pushing out more electric vehicle fleets. So charging stations are going to be in even higher demand heading into year 2021 and beyond. So EVBox is in great position for growth right now. If you want a charging station play, EVBox seems like the best of the bunch. Very similar to ChargePoint, but with a faster growth and a cheaper stock. Remember, you need to buy the SPAC TPG Beneficial Finance, and I think you can start building a position right now. He also stated, this is one industry where European exposure might be more attractive because the government has been much more aggressive about pushing alternative energy. Which is very true. He's also talking about the stats about ChargePoint versus EVBox. That ChargePoint projects revenue growth of about 50%, while EVBox is forecasting sales to increase by 72%, which is incredible, guys. Wouldn't you want to get into a company that's going to be growing, 72% year over year? That's going to be amazing. So one of the big things that is actually separating EVBox and any other company out there right now is how many charging stations they actually have. Right now they have 200,000 installed worldwide, but not just that. They have future goals of installing 500,000 to 1 million charging stations. Okay, these are quotes from some of the representatives. Okay, and they're really optimistic, but still they could go full throttle with these goals. Okay, I'm extremely confident that we'll reach our goal of installing 1 million charge ports by year 2023. The CEO of EVBox Group, which is which is 1 million ports, which is an astounding feat. I'm not sure if they'll actually get there with 1 million, but it's a pretty big high standard for themselves. Initiatives like the deployment of at least 500,000 new public charging outlets by the end of year 2023 through strong federal support will drive the transition to electric transportation. So by year 2023, maybe 500,000 is a more reasonable goal, than 1 million, which is an astounding number, but still 500,000 is still an incredible number to have. So these are the goals for EVBox, and you can see they already have 200,000 and they installed over 100,000 in about less than a year. So if anything could happen, they could probably do 500,000 by year 2023, which is a more reachable goal than the 1 million that the CEO was actually stating. EVBox is set to go public, guys. When they're going to be setting to go public, they haven't set an official date yet, but they set a time frame before the end of quarter number 1 of year 2021. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of new high hopes and a lot of speculation when it comes to the SPAC company of TPG Pace Financial Corp. Okay, guys, so now this company is very exciting, and just look at this growth. I remember when ChargePoint announced that they were going to be merging with Switchback Energy. Switchback Energy had an substantial growth. Let's take a look at the chart really quick. You can see how Switchback Energy was trading around $10, guys, $10.37, and since then increased threefold. Okay, so the same thing could probably happen with TPG Pace Beneficial, and especially that EVBox has more charge points and has a bigger footprint. This company is set up to gain a lot more traction and a lot more value. And when it comes to building up your position, I do agree with Jim Cramer to start building your position around $24 and $25 mark. Because if this company could do exactly what ChargePoint did with Switchback Energy, this company could probably threefold in the nick of time. This company is going to have more charging stations than these other charging companies combined. Okay, their goal is around 500,000, while other people's goals are around 90,000 to 100,000, which is incredible just to see how the numbers and the stats is. EVBox already has a huge global footprint in Europe, and if they could expand themselves a little bit more in North America, they could really be a force to reckon with globally. So this company does have a lot of room for growth and a lot of sustainability moving forward. And once this merger is completed with TPG Financial Group, EVBox is going to have $425 million in cash to basically reinvest back into the company and try to expand a little bit faster and produce more charging stations and have more clientele. Okay, so this company does attract me a lot. Okay, I'm building my position. I'm going to continue to build my position before and after this company is merged up with the SPAC company. Right, guys, so that's basically the video. I do hope you guys did enjoy the video. I try to give you guys the most up-to-date information that I possibly can. And if you guys did enjoy the video, please remember you give it a thumbs up. It helps me beat the YouTube algorithm out there. So please take care of yourselves. Please wear your mask. And until next time, guys, peace out. Love.